Read on behalf of Alexi Neocleos from moreleadsandcustomers.com. How to build a $500,000 database free. Awesome case study for you to learn from. I have something extraordinary for you today. Honestly, a really big marketing lesson. Give yourself the gift of the next few minutes and read this post, because I am going to give you a perspective on marketing almost nobody has ever given you before. If you'd like to know how to build a database valued at over $500,000 and how to do it for free, follow this case study closely. The backstory. The other day I was speaking to a client and friend. While we were talking, I discovered something as valuable as all the gold in Solomon's vault. Well, maybe not that valuable, but sure close. The business we're talking about is a restaurant. In fact, it's 2 restaurants. They are successful restaurants. Again, I'm not going to tell you the names of the business or the name of my friend out of respect for her privacy. But know this. On a monthly basis, the 2 restaurants do about 5,000 covers. For non-foodies, this means 5,000 customers. The average spend is approx $60 per head. So there's good traffic and volume. Plus, the restaurants even have brand value. The importance of this will be highlighted in a moment. Anyway, we were chatting the other day, and I queried her about her database building. In my unusual direct way, I probed about the opt-in percentage of her website. I asked about the numbers of customers on record, and how often she emails and mails them. And then I asked, do you try to get the personal details of everybody dining in your restaurants? She responded with, we don't do anything in the restaurant. I thought. There's a really cool opportunity here, sitting right under our noses. I told her this, and she agreed. So we chatted for a little longer, trying to find an easy way to get the personal details of everybody on the table. Because I've covered this ground so many times with businesses, coming up with ideas was easy. We settled on a birthday offer. So customers who fill in the voucher details with their name, email address, mobile number, and birthday date are invited to return for a complimentary dinner. Simple. Easy. Yes, obvious. But look at these numbers. If just 40% of people on the table give their details, it equates to 2,000 names going into the system per month. That's 6,000 in 3 months, 12,000 in 6 months, and so on. The cost on that? Nothing. Nada. Zip. Zilch. Why? 2 reasons. 1. These are customers who are already in the restaurants. We haven't had to pay to get them in through advertising. 2. We're using existing staff to manually enter the data into the system, i.e., no extra wages. Is a 40% uptake rate realistic on the offer? Yes, I think it is. That's because we're going to get her awesome staff to push the offer, too. We may even incentivize them. The staff member who gets the most names might win a set of movie tickets or whatever. Let's take a breather. Let's look at these numbers. Ask any marketer how much it costs to get a high-quality email address, phone number, and name into your database, and you'll hear minimum $5 an opt-in, but most likely $10, $15, even $20. So let's be conservative and say building the database by 2,000 names per month has a nominal value of $20,000, 2,000 names multiplied by $10. I know, value is another subjective term, and there are many ways to slice it and dice it. But lay off me, you savvy marketer, you. I want to keep the math simple so we don't miss the forest for the trees here. There's a bigger lesson. So the value is $20,000 per month for this exercise. Over 6 months, its value is $120,000. That means if she was to spend money on advertising to get these people to opt into her system, she'd easily spend 6 figures. Agreed? Great. There's more. Because, my friend, that was only the starter. I couldn't help the pun. Why? These people are not merely opt-ins. They are customers. And customers are much, much more valuable. How much more valuable? Well, again, the numbers vary. But it's not a stretch to say that it costs at least 5 times more to get an opt-in to become a customer. Often, it's much more than 5 times. That means, if an opt-in database of 2,000 names costs $20,000, then a customer database of equal size would cost $100,000 per month to build. In the opening of this article, I promised to show you how to build a $500,000 database free. Well, here it is. But the reality is she's probably building one worth way more. I know it's crazy to chuck around numbers like this, but the logic is watertight. And, anyway, I'm talking from experience, anyhow. That was the main meal. Here is dessert. Believe it or not, there's more to this picture. Because with that customer's name, we're going to create an email and phone follow-up system. The goal being to get that customer back in the next 30 days. We'll probably offer them a complimentary wine or dessert. Check out these sexy numbers. If we only get 5% of customers to come back within 30 days, it means 100 customers return to spend again. 2,000 customers multiplied by 5%. That's a revenue stream of $6,000 per month at $60 per head. With 10% of those customers to return, the revenue stream is $12,000 per month. Since most people bring friends, we can safely assume the number go north from here. In my estimation, we've easily manufactured a $15,000 per month revenue stream. Devil's advocate. Yes, I know some of these customers would have come back anyway. Yes, I know some of these customers will be on the system already. But so what? We're talking big numbers here, no matter what our assumptions are. All for a system that costs nothing to build in. Final piece to this picture. Because we're adding to the revenue stream, it means the values of the businesses goes up. Again, I get it. Value is subjective. The value of a business doesn't always go up when sales increase. In her case, it will because it will also contribute to bottom line, and because her business has brand value. So, we can make another safe assumption. Here it is. Every dollar in increased sales is an extra dollar to the value of the business. This means an extra $100K revenue stream bumps the value of the business by $100K. Cool, huh? But, you see, I reckon that's a conservative assumption. Why? Because 1. Her restaurants are a brand. 2. We're building, systematizing, and actively marketing to her database. That is pure gold. This dramatically bumps the value of the business yet again. The lesson. What I want you to take from this case study is simply this. One small idea that's properly executed can have astounding long-term ripples. Remember this next time you read a business book or attend a seminar and say to yourself, I've heard that information before. Unless you're milking that idea to its maximum value, it's best to invest your time investigating why you haven't implemented it. What stops us from implementing? Implementation is a question I've spent many years pondering. Why don't we do the things in business that we know we should do? There are many reasons, I'm sure, but I know one of them is simply too much information. That's why I've put together the Marketing Blitz one-day program. Instead of trying to work out your marketing dynamics on your own, I'll lend you my brain for a day. And instead of paying full rack, I'm going to give you a 92% discount on my hourly rate. For Marketing Blitz, don't invest $4,000, $3,000, $2,000, or even $1,000. The investment for the full day is only $997. My goal during that day is to find at least one, but hopefully many more, home run profit centers sitting under your nose right now. Ideas that when they're implemented can yield tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands in newfound profit. A very important point. My friend who owns the restaurants has lots of ideas, from running Google ads to a Facebook campaign to hiring an events person and so on. All of these are great ideas and have their place, but after speaking to her for a short while, I knew that a much, much bigger opportunity is sitting under her nose. So I explained it to her. That's the value of experience. Because I've worked with so many businesses over the years, I can spot these really fast, and I'm sure she'll agree if you asked her. She would not have pounced on the strategy outlined in this post without me, or at least not this soon. That's the value of experience. At Marketing Blitz, you get to leverage the experience for a full day. But that isn't all you get. I'm also planning on showing you how to re-engineer all your lead generation activities so you get more hot prospects and more eager to buy customers. How to ethically exploit every resource, asset, and relationship you have. Secrets to implementing new profit centers by overcoming the constraints holding you back now. How to unearth tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars buried in your business. How to increase your advertising's effectiveness by up to 2,100%, both online and offline. New ways to cash in on customer and prospect lists. This can yield 6 to 10 times the money you're making now. And I promise you're definitely not doing it now. And so much more. There's a catch, though. I am capping the numbers to 10 businesses in the room. Only 10. This will keep it private and personal, just the way I like it. And it will give me the chance to give you massive, massive value. Join the interest list. I haven't decided when or where I'm going to do this. If you're keen on being amongst the first to get all the details when I decide, simply post your comments below and say, "Put me on the interest list." And I'll make sure when I announce the program details, you'll be amongst the first to get them. So go ahead and click reply now. If you have any questions, I'm only an email away. Oh, one more thing. I understand, even though you're on my list, and even though, I hope, you may enjoy reading my material, you may have your suspicions. Be skeptical even. That's why if you join me at Marketing Blitz, I'm going to guarantee you'll get back at least 10 times the value in newfound profit opportunities, or the day is on me. Yes, I'll even give you a refund. Ambitious, right? Not really. I've been actively consulting to businesses for over 12 years, and for all 12 years I've guaranteed my services, whether it's a one-on-one consult or high-end copywriting. And never, ever, not once, have I had to issue a refund because a client was dissatisfied. Just doesn't happen. Anyway, if you're keen on this, simply post your comments below. Thanks, Alexi.